What useless thing do you excel at? I am fantastic at folding a standard piece of paper in 2/3, brochure style. I have never been able to do this. It's embarrassing. I can recall and recognize to this day people that I was in preschool with or have seen very briefly. When I was dating my ex, I would see someone that I recognized and would walk up to them and do the whole "aren't you so and so from blank." It gave them, my partner, extreme anxiety because strangers, and what if I was wrong, but I am always right, every time. So I have this with actors in films. It's like a photographic recalling of what film they were in and what role they played. Even if I saw the film years and years ago, I remember their voice and body language. It's usually a particular line they say which I try to use as an anchor for placing them. It's odd because I'd say I'm very tuned into people's body language and general mood, which may have something to do with it. Flags. I know flags and can describe them from memory. Average of Excelology user. I was the top Latin student in my high school and always got top marks on the national Latin exam. Too bad I had no interest in studying classics. But I'm holding out hope that I'll be able to time travel to ancient Rome before I die. I can click my tongue really loudly. My nephew can do this. It's ear-splittingly loud. One time he did it and it echoed so loudly it sounded like a bullet being fired. My friend's daughter is like this. It was a natural talent practically from birth. She's only 7 now. I chuckled that it feels like it has to be genetic because she was adopted as an infant but is ethnically Xhosa, which is one of the languages that uses clicks. I've never met anyone else in my life that can do this. Glad to hear there are others out there. I can do it so loud that I can make other people's ears ring. Remembering birthdays. I remember people's birthdays even if I haven't talked to them in over 5 years. Meanwhile, I forget my own parents' birthdays. Even worse, I tend to forget how old I am and when my birthday is. Legit, someone asked me how old I am a few days ago. I stood there like an idiot doing quick math for a couple seconds. Being able to perfectly recreate facial expressions of other people from memory that they do, that no one else really recognizes until I do an impersonation of them. It's a great party trick that gets lots of laughs, especially if a few people know that person. Touching my tongue to my nose. However, this has gotten me a free drink at a bar. You know that game where you catch a stack of quarters off your elbow with the same hand? Apparently my dad used to go to bars with no money whatsoever and get his whole bar tab paid by doing this, lol. Turns out it doesn't have to be so useless. I used to do this as a kid. Most I caught at once was 18. Now I wonder what I could do as an adult. Vibrating my eardrums. Wait. Is that what's going on when I sort of stress the muscles in my ear jaw area and hear that weird rumbling sound? Exactly. You're flexing your tensor tympani muscle. This muscle dampens loud sounds, and when you flex it, it creates vibration which everyone describes as the rumbling sound. There's a subreddit for y'all, although the name escapes me. Ari Rumblus Assemble. Word searches. FBSUDAKSUGYISGFSCCSWYDAWKASSGDQVYDHHESBEOPUTKLOWU. I don't appreciate being called a Dorcas. WTF, how did you do that? FU diagonally. I used to be a word search demon in elementary school, especially if prizes were involved, especially if they have those word searches that give you backwards diagonal words. You know it's going to be a banger. Oh hell yeah to those backwards diagonal words. Flying aircraft in video games. Can I maybe book you next time I play through GTA Vice City for that one mission? You know which one I mean. Seriously, F that mission. Memorizing songs after just listen to them once. Seriously, I can't even understand half the lyrics on my first listen. That's what I was gonna say. My boyfriend will show me a song for the first time and I can sing along to the second chorus. The only way this would be useful is if we were in theater or something. As a musician, this is sometimes useful to me, but in terms of general live it is not. I can clap really fast. Is it fast enough to cook chicken? How fast we talking? No. How fast we clapping? I'm really good at sliding on floors. I'm over 10,000 slides without falling. Just take that old record off the shelf. I'll sit and listen to M by myself. I am exceptionally great at losing absolutely everything, including memories. I am amazing at keeping secrets because I forget them immediately. Using my toes, lol. I can pick anything up with them. I can even write better with my weak foot better than with my weak hand. I'm pretty sure you could turn that into cash somewhere on the internet. And my hands are the strongest part of my body. I'm like a little ape man. Identifying make, model and production year of various cars, and saying random words backwards. I am also a master in car identification. Very useless, but it brings me so much joy. You all should join this sub. Arwitis Thiska. Okay, so say stun seed backwards. Seed stun. I can control any random bonus I get in public. I can make it stop through my sheer force of will. That, and occasionally I draw kinda pretty flowers with my hands. Any random bonus in public, even other people's, that's impressive. I can do this by showing my face. You can go from flaccid to erect at a moment's notice. He's doing it right now. I can flip water bottles, beer bottles, pencils, and I haven't had much practice but also an axe, without dropping them. Maybe you can also throw an axe into people's shoulder like straight out of a medieval movie. I thrive at looking busy at work while doing absolutely nothing. The secret art of the 1970s businessman, as I like to call it. Show up on time. Open your briefcase full of papers. Move them around your desk. Attend meetings where you speak in circles. Lunch. Move papers again. Punch out at 5. What happened to them? Did companies notice they aren't bringing in any value and progressively let them go? I would argue this is not a useless skill, especially since most jobs I have had in my life I am given 10-20 hours of work to do in a week and I am expected to be there for 40. This is why I am loving working from home. I'm so jealous of you. I'm a plumber and I have to work in other people's homes. I always wished I could stay home and work. Knowing the time without having a watch looking at my phone. I got the same ability and often think of it as accurate guessing of my time usage. Like I know if I've done something for an hour or two or if it's been 15 minutes even if the action feels like an eternity. This can actually be trained. Before you check the time, just have a guess what time it is. Over time, lol, your guesses will become more precise. Haha, same. Coming up with nonsense song parodies based on what I'm doing. I do this all the time and sometimes I even impress myself with how good I made the song work. We should all form a club. Haha, I do the same, but I usually insert the name of my cat, Rip as of a month ago, into random A songs. I put my girlfriend's name in my songs. She's not nearly so big a fan of my songwriting as myself. Marshall Erickson, is that you? Losing my train of thought to the point where I have no memory of how I reached the subject I'm at when I realize it. This is impossible for me to not do when I'm high. I get halfway through a sentence, and I'm like, ah damn it. Sorry, it sucks lol. Retaining loads of absolutely useless information. It's my true talent but a waste of brain power. You would make a great med student. Unfortunately, for me it only works with actual useless information. You must be my long lost sibling. I too am full of useless information. Information that I drop on unsuspecting people every chance I get. Did you know that astronauts have a small piece of Velcro in their helmet in case they want to scratch their nose? I am excellent at finding 4-leafed clover. It may be useless but I never tire of frustrating the person that I challenge to find one as I proceed to find 6 in one patch. I can win a staring contest against anyone. I consecutively beat 6 people without a break. I've held my eyes open for about 10 minutes without blinking. I've made people uncomfortable in every sense of the word. I can do the same. The trick is to unfocus your eyes and keeping them open is no issue at all. Have you tried contesting a cat? Yes. They always look away. I imagine they don't see me as a challenge. Tetris. I read that as useless Excel thing, so my answer is concatenate. TBF concatenations are incredibly useful for when no one field alone works as a key unique identifier.